Hi everyone, out your world. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into the Vechain video right now. Once again, thank you for your continued support, everything that you do across the channel, the comments, the sharing and caring, everything that you do for the channel. Really do appreciate it. I've dropped a Patreon link in there now if you want to provide some support to CoinsKid. That would be fantastic. There's no signals or anything like that. Everything's for free, so it's entirely up to yourself if you want to do support me. So brilliant. Thank you once again. I'll dive into the video. So effectively what we're going on here is a little bit of a correction. Okay, it's not a bad thing, it's needed, to be fair. As you know, we've been targeting the channel, so when you get a little bit extended out on these EMAs, okay, one little technique is just sort of measure the EMAs when you're going up like that, and if you see anything more than 11%, okay, so you can see that 11% roll over there, it's a little bit of an indicator. It's not conclusive because it can carry on, but when you start seeing things getting a little, this gap here, okay, just measure the gap. When it starts getting really big, okay, look for that sort of take profit area. Okay, don't be greedy. That's what I always tell people. And if you're not involved, don't buy up here, wait for the back test of support. And at the moment you can see that the support is holding, so it's good, providing a relatively healthy entry right now for Vechain. Because what you've got going on here, okay, is these high lows. See this? You're starting to push up and back test, and you're forming these high lows, so that's good. You've actually carried out a little double top here. It's not pretty, okay, but this is a very executable trade right here. I'll just show you. So effectively what you've done, you've gone and made a high, you rolled over and you made a low, okay, a lower high, and you had this resistance line just there. Do you see that? And what you did, you fell through that resistance line, and when you fall through the resistance line, okay, you had that little short target there. Do you see that? You fell through the resistance line, and what you did, you've carried out that sort of correction, okay. So you've gone up, make a high, a lower high, you're rolling over. Again, it's not pretty, but you can sort of see it, yeah. So you're running out of steam effectively. You rolled over, and what you do, you fall back and test support, and you can see, boom, what a short opportunity. It wouldn't have been massive short, but you know, these are the sort of little trades you can jump in and out and see. That was a 7% short opportunity right there, so that's good. That's the fact that that's gone down there and carried that out and started to move up now and form these high lows, so to speak. It shows that the correction's over and it's looking really strong. It's looking good, and you have fell through levels of support and you are marching on. It doesn't mean that it's not going to roll over again though, okay. Nothing's conclusive, because you could see yourself roll over again, and a really good area to target if you're not in Vechain and it holds, okay, is this red line here, which is 55 on a 4-hourly time frame. You could potentially see the price roll over, back test that as support before marching on, because Vechain was a little bit overextended, okay, a little bit overextended. Always take profits on highs. This is what I tell people, not financial advice, but never get involved up here, okay. Always wait for the retest and the confirmation of support in an uptrend. So to those involved in Vechain that bought right down at the bottom, okay, well done, I salute you. But what a lot of people do, they play the accumulation game, okay. So they basically sell on the highs and rebuy on the lows, and it's an accumulation game. You're accumulating more Vechain for the long run. So that's one way to increase your bag without actually putting any more money in. That's a little technique, swing trading effectively, okay. So on the MACD, you can see you've gone relatively bearish there. You've got the bearish cross, and you are being forced down, okay. You've got the histogram, which is now turning a little bit towards the bullish bias. Do you see that? It's starting to get a little curl in the lines there, in the moving averages lines on the MACD there. So it's looking relatively healthy. You do need this level to hold now, okay, and try and adhere to this sort of reversal pattern that we've got going on here, this sort of high lows sort of thing, because if it does hold, okay, and this is our corrective wave, because you've got an impulsive wave and corrective wave, what we'll do, we'll zoom out on the daily time frame, because I can actually give you a price prediction based off that, okay. Daily time frame. A bit tired today. I played football last night, so I'm a little bit like out the loop. But anyway, marching on. So we've got this bottom here, okay. This is a swing high to swing low, swing high to swing low. Do you see that? So what you do, you just drop your fib on, okay, from the bottom to the top like that. And what you've got is basically a new swing high from the swing low that's forming right now. Hopefully we have, because we thought we had it there the other day. Do you remember when we made that price prediction? But obviously it rolled over in it and it started to correct more. So what we've got, we've dropped this level of support out right now, not to confuse the chart. We'll drop that level of support out right now, which is the 55 on the 4-hourly time frame, by the way. Just remind you of that. If you want to see it fall down any further, then do target that as a really good entry for Vechain, and I would expect it would get a really good bounce right there. So as you can see, hopefully now we've rolled over, we're back testing support on the 4 hourly. We're not looking that terribly overextended right now on the daily. It's looking relatively healthy, because you remember we're going vertical on the yellow line there, and that's always indicative of a sort of rollover as well. So at the moment it's starting to creep up, and you are looking at relatively more healthy than you was before on the daily time frame, but it doesn't mean that it can't continue. Okay, so right now, if this is this corrective wave, okay, we're going up in this impulsive wave and we form this corrective wave, we're now starting to form this next impulsive wave, and we don't roll over and fall back through these the 55 there on the 4 hourly time frame, okay, then this could be the next impulsive wave, and you will be looking at that price prediction right there, which is at 0.19597 up there for Vechain. So that'd be really nice if we can actually start informing this next impulsive wave now. Once again, remind you are in a bull market. These little rollovers and corrections are perfectly normal. They're called retracements, okay? And all they're doing is retrace into support in order to sort of march on, find support, and just confluence with the fact that you're in the uptrend. So it's golden. It's all good. You know, the MACD on the daily is not looking too bad. You're relatively bullish. You're having that little rollover there, but you can see the lines are looking really healthy. The RSI, not too bad. It's a little bit up there above that purple box, okay? But you have got the rollover. You have got the rollover, so that's nice. You can see you got a little bit overbought there at 79. One thing to target with Vechain, really, you never really see it get massively overbought. I mean, it did down there, okay, got right up to 92, and that particular level there, look at that correction. You can see, look how overbought that got, that extension there. Rocket ship rolled over. So whenever you're seeing something on the RSI really going up there into stratosphere, you know, sort of 94, 96, look for that rollover, okay? Don't be greedy. Look to take profits. And you can see at the moment, Vechain is looking really healthy. You're not in majorly any overbought territory here. You have these little rollovers, come back into the purple box, refuel the energy boosters, and just slowly march on. Because like I said to you, Vechain is a really nice organically growing chart. And when it rolls over like this is perfectly healthy. And you want to see this. You do want to see this, honestly, because you want it to grow organically, okay? I know some of you are impatient, but Vechain is growing organically and nicely, and it just means if it can just keep creeping along like this, it means that it's going to be around and it's not going to blow over, and you know, it's going to come out of the bear market, out of the bull market, flourishing, and into the bear market with some great opportunities. Because a lot of these, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of these tokens are shit coins, all right? And you see them going up and going vertical and stuff like that, and people are buying in and foaming in, and then they're going to be left bag holding. With Vechain, okay, it's making strides, it's looking really well. But it is a fantastic project. You know it is. This is why you're here watching the video. You don't want to see it taking off to Mars, okay? You want to see it rolling over and backtesting these levels of support and growing nicely and organically. If we zoom out on the weekly time frame for Vechain, okay, look at the weekly time frame. You're a little bit overextended, but look, it's going up really nicely, okay? Look, it's sort of going up. You've got your bullish cross on the weekly and last year in June, and it's just going up really nice. Okay, so that's Vechain. Do take care, everyone. Yeah, so did I give you any trades? I can't remember. You've potentially got a trade if you can get off this, start to form this new impulsive wave now, off this corrective wave. If we can march on here, you may have a really nice trade up there. Let me bring this up a bit, because we were targeting on the daily, weren't we? So let's jump back on the daily, actually, make it prettier. Yeah, so on the daily here, if this can hold right here, you can see the prices right now at 0.133, sort of 2, sort of that area. You could be looking at a nice trade for that next impulsive wave up to there, around 47% for Vechain. You know, and if this can if you do start to see this bottom out now, okay, and sort of march on, and it's found its base, found its bottom, and just start to march on, then that's a fantastic trade right there for Vechain. But again, I've given you the breakdown targets, okay, on the 4 hourly time frame there. If it was to correct anymore, then do target this red line, the 55 EMA on the 4 hourly time frame, as sort of a fallback. But you can see high lows. Hopefully this is the correction. Like I said to you, the sort of double top, the flattening top there, it's carried out a correction there, which I've just given you. You've just seen that, yeah, that short opportunity. So now it's carrying it on, and effectively it works the same as well. You know, when you come back up on it as resistance, because right now you can see it's acting as resistance, this particular level right there. So if you do see it break that resistance, then it will shoot to the top, and then it'll break the high, and then it'll march on, and then it'll get to our price prediction up there. It's all good. These little rollovers are good. Okay, do take care, everyone. Catch you soon. Bye bye.